Outlaw, Macho, Drive-In.
Okay, so let's do this bonus since we have 30 minutes now left. So if they have a draft, who do you got? And if NXT is part of that draft, who do you guys want to see go to NXT from the other two shows?
I don't think anyone from the other shows are going to NXT.
But let's just present that hypothetical. If you would have
Mm.
a
So
Raw
hold
superstar
so let
or a
me
SmackDown
let
superstar.
me phrase this. So who do I want on the main roster to go to NXT?
Yes.
That's what you asked.
And
Okay. All right. I got a couple, so I just name my couple, not anything order. I wouldn't mind either Shelton Benjamin or Cedric Alexander going there. For Raw, thinking. For right now, that's what I think for Raw. SmackDown, you might like this, Joe. Singles and tag, I wouldn't mind Gable and Otis going down there.
I was thinking if for like a hypothetical for this, Otis and Gable as well. The person who I would want to go to NXT is Shelton Benjamin, also because I think Shelton could be another great veteran down there who could work with stars. You could put on some great matches down there. Shelton versus Ciampa would be great. Shelton versus Gargano. Shelton versus Kyle. I think Shelton would be
Yeah.
a great asset in NXT.
Yeah, Shelton Benjamin would be awesome there on NXT.
How about you, Mohammed?
Honestly, the first guy I think about is Mustafa Ali.
Oh yeah.
I'll go with that. Yeah.
I would love Mustafa Ali to go somewhere where he can get the opportunity to shine. And I honestly, on NXT, Ali feuding with the Way for a while, that'd be great.
That'd be great.
Ali versus Ciampa would be great.
Ali finally winning the cruiserweight title.
Ali versus finally winning the cruiserweight title. And if he does it, and if he wins it from Kushida, that's an icing on the cake. And hell, I think Ali can make a great match with Kyle O'Reilly.
I do too.
That's. No, I'm thinking
Yeah.
the first. I would have said take Ali and Mansoor together, but Mansoor just got to Raw, and I think
Yeah.
he's not gonna move the needle that much there. I would honestly, and speaking of Ali, maybe send Ricochet back.
I could see Ricochet honestly going back because they keep having stop and go with him on Raw. Either that or more, I think Ricochet will possibly be drafted to SmackDown. But I could see Ricochet going back to NXT and trying to be better than he was the first time, where he only captured the North American. He goes back to NXT and he says he wants to try out to win the NXT championship down there. I could see that as a possibility.
I could, yeah, that would be great. And honestly, and just to round out Raw, a guy like, let's say a non-NXT type that I would love to see in NXT, just because I think he could go to being a top heel or draw so much heat on there. Sheamus.
I'll go with that.
Sheamus would be great down there.
Yeah.
Bring him in as like the bully he was in 2015, where he was bullying Neville and Dolph Ziggler, the smaller guys.
Yeah, and he would just have this guy who comes in with so much disdain for the NXT roster, and he not only does he have that disdain, he backs it up. He beats a couple of like the heavy hitters going in until he actually runs into a Samoa Joe, for example.
Yeah.
And what I like about it is he's not there for the title. I'm just shaping y'all up, toughing y'all up, y'all weak down here and stuff like that. So they can keep him away from the title.
And if he goes there on draft basis, he could just be disgruntled that he's there. He's like, fine. The only way I can make it back is just if I destroy this brand altogether.
Yeah.
And now moving on to SmackDown, I honestly,
Damn.
I would not mind Sami Zayn or Kevin Owens having like a month or 2 months run down back in NXT.
Same
just
here.
come back.
I honestly would love to see Owens and Zayn win the NXT tag team titles, just so those two could say that they've held tag titles together in WWE.
Yeah, I would love that, honestly. And this might be controversial. Now, I don't want to take her off SmackDown, but I think
I was waiting for someone to say, like, we ain't say no women wrestlers. Well, okay, there you go.
Well, I didn't say any women because mainly, like, especially SmackDown, they kind of need
a
lot of the women.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the problem. But now, honestly, if we're talking women's wrestlers, I was not gonna. That's not the person I had in mind. But I bring Asuka back to NXT. That's.
You supposed to say she's not doing anything there. You're right.
They cannot.
Yeah.
I just wouldn't want her to be pinned in NXT.
Yeah.
I would not until it's the under the right circumstances. Or like if you bring Asuka and make her sort of like use her the way they're sort of using Miku Satomura on NXT UK for right now.
Yeah.
I can get with that, but I
could too.
Yeah, I don't want to remove this person off the SmackDown roster, but I honestly would salivate at the potential of having her on NXT. This current iteration of Bayley.
Ooh, yeah.
On the NXT show, that would be great.
I thought he was going to say Shotzi Blackheart at first, but...
Oh, no. He want her to stay whatever, far away from his NXT.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I mean, you guys remember how much I celebrated
about tank missiles.
Yeah, you guys remember how much I celebrated Shotzi going from NXT to SmackDown, because it's such a great opportunity for her.
Yes.
Also, so how you like that finish?
I did not see it. Yeah, I don't know. What was the finish? Tell me what the finish was. So I didn't.
Okay. Now, what I'm about to tell you exactly what happens. I'm telling you exactly what happens.
No, this is going to be a Brian Last talking to Cornette type of thing.
Yeah. Tamina had Tegan ready for the Samoan drop. Sassi shot a missile, which distracted Tamina, and then Tegan just basically, yes. That's what I say. You're not gonna like that finish. Shot a missile in the ring, made Tamina look, and that's when Tegan rolled her up 1, 2, 3.
Oh God!
I'm not lying. See, I told you.
Why?
I told you hate that finish.
I mean, why?
She has a tank to shoot missiles.
Because you're not just gonna wheel out the tank and not use it. Yeah, I get.
Exactly. See,
It's
get used to it.
You know what? I get that they want to keep this robbery going until Natty's back up and running again, but that's not the way to do this.
I know. I just saw it. I'm picturing your face. Like, what the fuck is this shit?
I mean, I liked when she would fire missiles at wrestlers before or after the match. That was like, okay, fine. But come on, a distraction. Especially when Tamina no-sold the missile the first time they showed up.
Mm-hmm.
You guys remember when they showed up as the mystery opponents? And she shot that missile that just went right over Tamina's head, like, right past her. And she didn't flinch. Now it's just...
So, what was that? It rolled up 1, 2, 3.
What? No one wants to be hit in the groin like Corbin, so they're all fearful now.
I made that up again. I just thought about it. And them damn dirty dogs stole them.
They took his money.
Brought them back. They robbed somebody on TV and just let it go.
They're just like, yeah. Like, what the hell was that? It's like all of a sudden that clip, that was all of a sudden like you fell into an 80s movie.
Exactly.
You know those 80s movies that had they would tell you New York, how hard it's like, Jason takes Manhattan type of like, before start of thing where like
now I wanna post like Baron Corbin should be feuding with the Dirty Dog. They stole his money and he didn't get it back.
Technically, he should be. They took his money.
Like, he should be. He should be feuding with the Dirty Dogs. He should be. They should be furthering the story with Kevin Owens, but there was nothing. They just, put whatever what you're doing on pause. Get us out of this Finn versus Roman mesh that we apparently put ourselves into.
Now, before you go, Joe, let me just say this one thing. I just saw this on Facebook and it made me like, maybe this could be one of the reasons. So, of course, they say they want NXT to focus on younger generations. Someone put a list of the main roster stars, and the average age is over 40. And I'm like, yeah, like Goldberg 54, Cena 44, Lashley 45, Shelton Benjamin 46, R-Truth 49, Jeff Hardy 43, Shayna's 41, Natalia's 39, Tamina's 43, Shinsuke and Dolph Ziggler both 41 plus Randy Orton.
Orton's 42, I think, right?
Yeah, 41 or 42 because he's my age. So no, he's 41.
I think he was born in 1980, so he's probably about 41.
Yeah, he's my age. He's 41. John Morrison 41. Finn Balor and The Miz are both 40. Sheamus 43, and I'm like, maybe that's probably why.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking like, wow, that's a lot of people that's at 40 or over 40. And that's weird. So probably that's what it is, though. Yeah. Maybe no more indie darlings and have them in development for 5+ years. By the time you get them, they're gonna be hitting that certain age.
Like I guess they're going with for the main rosters. They're going with wisdom over.
No, it's just no. I agree with you, but they don't last too long. Their shelf life is not that good, and you can't push them as much as you would in NXT.
Yeah.
So, I agree with you. They should just reverse it though. Certain people who want a lighter schedule,
unless they're Goldberg, they can push them. They can push them whatever time they want.
That's right.
It's.
Oh my God! Let's not bring that up. Man, SmackDown had issues. I'm still complaining how they're like me and you, Sasha, at SummerSlam.
It's like
then an hour later, you're like, no one booked matches. I book matches. I'm like, but then it shouldn't be no matches at SummerSlam.
It's like people. God, it's the whole idea is I don't know why it's so hard to present Bianca Belair. It's like Sasha humiliated her. Sasha absolutely. Honestly, Sasha absolutely humiliated her a week ago when she did the whole thing. Like, she stabbed her in the back, which surprising virtually no one. But she did. She put her in the bank statement, made her tap out, saw that there was like 2 or 3 minutes left in the show, put the bank statement on her again, and made her tap out again. It's and the very next week you come out and you're all smiles and you're just talking to this girl. You're not charging her. It's
So next week we'll do the SummerSlam preview. But yeah, hope for all we know, most of the SummerSlam matches might be canceled.
I mean, unless someone said, apparently only one contract has been signed so far. So every other match is fair game at this point.
That's right. Yeah, Keith Lee can sign that contract.
Yeah.
So until then, happy podcasting, ladies and gentlemen.
See ya.
Thank you for joining us on the Outlaw Macho Drive-In. If you like that video, please click like and subscribe to our channel for more content from the Drive-In. For full episodes of our podcast, you may look us up on Anchor, Spotify, or wherever your favorite podcasts are available. Just search for Outlaw Macho Drive-In. And if it's not too much trouble, would you help us out here? Spread the word, share. We would really appreciate it. Thank you. We love you. Bye.